Alright, I'm back today with another review of the Wltoys a979 monster truck I got from Banggood. There's a couple things I wanted to go over with you guys today about this truck. First thing I can recommend out of the gate when you get this, go through and tighten up all the screws with your Phillips screwdriver, because a lot of these things weren't even screwed all the way in. They're just like kind of just in there. So go through, tighten everything up that you can that seems like it's loose. Highly recommend to do that. The other thing I want to talk about is if you get something wrapped up, like I had string wrapped up here in the front end, it was making it so the front tires didn't want to go and just bogged down. It was a really weird situation how it happened. But if you take this tire off, there's a hex nut on the inside that you make sure that you don't want to lose, because it kind of just will fall out. It's just a nut that holds it all together. But the other thing is this dog bone where it goes into this hub here, where it goes in, let me grab a pointer, where it goes into that hub right up in here, where the tire meets it, there's a pin that holds it together. Be careful not to lose that, because that, I noticed when I put it back together, I was driving, the wheel was all wobbling because it wasn't lined up, it wasn't sitting flush here, because I saw a piece of metal. I looked and it's that pin, so I had to slide it back into position, then line the nut back up, because the nut has a groove on it that matches up with that pin, and that's what holds your tire on. So be careful when you take that off. The other thing I want to talk about was definitely get the upgraded gear for that. I drove it twice. This is the metal gear, the metal pinion gear that goes in there. This is plastic on a metal gear, which is dumb, but I recommend getting it. I ran a second battery, and just like in some of the other videos you see on here, you'll hear them start getting grinding noises and things like that when they're driving in loose dirt, sand type of things, and it's just tearing up the gears and the trans. Now, I don't know if mine did that. Mine did that yesterday, which is really funny because I wasn't driving it on that type of terrain. It's negative two degrees here, and I was just driving it right there around the snow and the driveway, which is gravel but all frozen. So, and I got that grinding noise. I don't know if it's coming from the front diff or the rear end or which one of these, but what I did, if you hear that, stop going. What I did is I didn't stop, but I found a puddle and I just put it in the puddle and blasted through the puddle, because I know it'd probably wash it out because it is waterproof, and it stopped it. So whatever, the water must have got there and it stopped it. Now it's perfectly fine. So if you hear that, I recommend stopping and cleaning it out, or else you're just gonna tear up either your tranny or your rear. I'm kind of thinking it was more in the front end was where it was at, and if that's the case, that's the transmission. I don't know. You just gotta clean it out. You don't want to. If you break that, you just have to get a whole new tranny and put it back in there. So, and the other thing I recommend getting is the metal hubs. Get all those metal parts. They sell them. That's the weakest part about this truck, is all the plastic on it. So get the metal hubs, get the metal A-arms, just like I've got here, the upgraded aluminum ones. I would recommend doing it. I would recommend upgrading your shocks. All my shocks leak right out of the gate. The back end, if you notice here, the front shocks, money, right? And watch the back. Jazz. The back end bounces and it bottoms out, the front end. So definitely get the upgraded shocks. That's going to definitely help the handling with this thing, so it's not going to be doing one of these jalopies going across the terrain. So that's just my opinion. The truck is a blast, super fast. Just needs, you to go over it right when you get it out of the gate, tighten things up, look it over, and this should be a lot of fun. This should be a lot of fun. This is, for a toy grade car, this is like hobby grade quality almost. This is a ton of fun, really fast for its size. Was it like a little over 30 mile an hour probably on this thing? And they claim it at 50 kilometers per hour. Yeah, 50 kilometers per hour. So if you're thinking about getting one, I recommend it. I recommend going over it, and I recommend investing in some of the major metal components, even the shock towers. I mean, you see how that flexes? So when you try to put the body on, it's kind of a pain in the ass a little bit. And as you can see, it's weak. This is all gonna end up breaking over time. So I don't know. Just a heads up. Do what you want. Thing is fun. I also see that the antenna here, it just kind of folds and then it just like this extra. Maybe if you find another piece of tube that bring it up, and then you can run it outside of the body of the truck, drill a little hole in it or somewhere wherever it meets up, and I feel like that might give you a little bit more range too. Because why they just have it kind of folded in half and tucked down in here, I don't know. So, you know, from my past experiences on my other RC cars, we had big whip antennas coming out back in the megahertz days. Now we're in the gigahertz eras. So yeah, pretty sweet. You can see it all there. See how it's all like the glue to keep it all waterproof. Got your heat sinks, your batteries. Motor looks a little whatever, but a little low grade, but they're easy. They're $10 on Amazon. If they do burn out, really easy to swap out. Seems like everything's pretty much easy to work on this little truck too. So, man, this thing looks like it. I've only ran 3 batteries through it. It looks like it's been beat up already, dirty, and it was fun ripping it through the snow and whatever little kind of mud I could find and water. So, yeah, it gets a thumbs up, especially for the price. I think I paid, what was it, $57? I'm being good. $57 for this one. It does take a long time though, so if you order from Banggood, be prepared. It took well the 20 days, if not more. As a matter of fact, I ordered the battery, an upgraded battery with this, the same exact day on Christmas, and this showed up and my battery's still not here. Don't know. Also, if you're from the US, I highly recommend letting Banggood know, because I did. I emailed them, was like, oh, by the way, I'm from the US. You know, because see, everyone's been getting the Euro style plug with it, so they went ahead and said they included it, so they just threw this in with it. Kind of just taped to the box, so it's all stuck to it. So, this is your charger. Takes a long time to charge a battery, FYI. About an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, get extra batteries, or else you're going to be staring at your truck just sitting on the floor. Because it only runs for about 7 minutes. Maybe 10, depending upon how you're driving it. I drive it like a bat out of hell. So I get in probably about 7 minutes on it. I haven't quite ran a timer, so. Alright, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed my review of the Wltoys a979 little monster truck. Maybe we'll give it a quick little spin here. Hold on. It's a quick little thing. You get on that throttle a little too much and she's going. Alright, everybody, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. The video. Wltoys a979. Monster truck. Ripping it in action.